Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in Jordan's office, Jordan's working on paperwork on her tablet. Till Noah came and knocked at the door. And Jordan looked up and saw her son. Noah, I hope this is not a bad time. Wrong. For my son, I got all the time in the world. And as Noah came in, what's going on? I'm certain my dad will fill you into why Kristen and I are back in town. Yeah, I take that you worried. It's more than that, Mom. The danger is slowly approaching as we know it. And as Kristen came in the room, and Noah turned and saw her along with Jordan. What's going on here? Meanwhile, in Taylor's room, Taylor's lying unconscious while Stephanie, Roman, and Corey are talking. Ryder's gonna get what's coming to him. Let me assure you, I already told him what happened if he continued to interfere with our family. Anyways, I'm sorry I wasn't there for you that much. Yeah, you have. In fact, both of you have. And I'm so thankful for that. When the holidays is over, I'm gonna be focused on more of my family. So am I. You are so amazing at what you do. And as for you, I know what your focus is. Allison. Come on, dude. I know you love her. Yeah, I do. Well, since you're offering to help, perhaps you can help me figure out what's going on between Ryder and our mom. What's your take on it? Honestly, I don't know. The way he is when he's with her, it lets me believe that something's going on between them. While at the Applegate apartment and Ryder's apartment in the living room, Ryder's on his iPad looking at Taylor's records on the hospital. Till Amber came in, and Ryder saw, and as he turned his iPad off, just as Amber came in with a suitcase, and as she closed the door, just as he got up and went to where Amber is. So, I take that to yes. Yeah, I had to think for a moment whether it was a good idea for us to move in was the right thing to do. Of course it is. In fact, I think you and I should make it official. You mean you're gonna ask me to marry you? Well, I was gonna propose toast to us, but I can make that happen if that's what you want. Meanwhile, at Abby's apartment in the living room, Abby, Meredith, Lucas, and Oliver are having dinner. You know, I gotta hand it to Lucas and Abby for being the best cooks in Los Angeles. Come on, really. It's not a big deal. Anyways, I'm saving my dessert when Ricky come over later. Speaking of which, I better be going. Before you go, I think we need to discuss how we're gonna find a lawyer. I have a feeling Crystal might be more of a problem than we all realize. Meanwhile, outside the Edgewood studio in the parking lot, Crystal's waiting till another car showed up. And they park. And Slater got out of the car. And as he closed the door, and went to where Crystal is, who saw him. I got your message. What is so damn urgent that the up and leave my— Need I remind you the only reason to why you have that gorgeous house is because you're working on my behalf? What's your plan? Easy. I have another tactic to prevent Abby and those fools from going through with the lawsuit. Tell me, really, what's the harm if they go? Then I lose everything. And if I lose everything, so do you. Meanwhile, at the Grand Baptist Church in the parking lot, Jack, Ethan, and Molly are talking. Molly, why are you even here? That's because I'm Sheldon's girlfriend and soon-to-be mother. Oh, I see you haven't really— I would really worry seeing you can get Lucy back. Oh wait, you can't because you're not allowed in this place. I am, and as Ethan head to the entrance, and Jack followed, but Molly went and stopped him. Not so fast. I don't have time for your little games. I have a wedding to stop. And how on earth are you supposedly going to do that? Watch and learn. And as Jack head to the entrance, and Molly followed, but Ethan came and blocked her. What now? You and I need to talk. Meanwhile, Jack arrived at the entrance with 2 guards there. You're not getting in here at all. Yeah, I am. And as Jack punched both of them in the stomach, and as they fell on the ground. And as Jack went and opened the door, and as he went in, just as the guards got back up, we're gonna need some backup. Meanwhile, inside the sanctuary, as Holden and Lucy's wedding continues. Let's continue with the tradition vows that Holden and Lucy has chosen for the ritual. As it may be, once these vows are said, let nobody come between them. And as Carl and Bobby went and gave the minister the rings, and as went back and stand in the respected area. Repeat after me, Lucy. With this ring, I take Holden to be my husband forevermore. With this ring, I take Holden to be my husband forevermore. And as Lucy began to put the ring on Holden's finger. Holden, repeat after me. With this ring, I take Lucy to be my wife forevermore. With this ring, I take Lucy to be my wife forevermore, and as Holden put the ring on Lucy's finger. Now that the vows has been said, let nobody stand between them. By the power vested in me in the city of Los Angeles, I pronounce these two husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride. And as Holden turned and faced Lucy, and she turned and faced him. We did it. I had no doubt in mind. And as they slowly leaned in and began kissing each other. Just as Jack came in, after knocking the guards down. Stop this wedding now! And as everyone turned and faced Jack, along with Lucy and Holden. There is no way I'm letting you marry this guy. And as Holden went and stand in front of Lucy. You see, Jack, that's the thing. I'm afraid you're right too late to stop this. You know, lying is gonna get you in it wrong. And as Lucy came and stood beside her husband. The thing is, Jack, he's not lying at all. You are too late because Holden and I are officially married. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in Jordan's office, Jordan and Noah are surprised by Kristen's arrival. And as she went and closed the door and came back to where Jordan and Noah is. I was going over your brother's duties as a cashier in the kitchen. I had to make certain I make a good impression for Shauna, and you will. And as Jordan's iPhone beeps, and she got it, and saw what it is. Look, I just got called to surgery, so sit tight. And as Jordan got up and went and left the room and closed the door. And as Kristen turned and faced Noah. I know that look quite well, and I'm worried as well. That is why we have to be on guard at all times. Meanwhile, as the mystery killer disguised as a doctor is watching them from the control room camera area. Meanwhile, in the waiting room, Oliver came and got himself a cup of coffee. And as he has a flashback to him and Stephanie talking. I think you and I have what it takes to make this happen. Yeah, I think it's possible, because I'll always protect you no matter what happens. And as the flashback goes to him saving her from her attack. Oliver. Yeah, it's me. I promise you, I'm not gonna let anything happen to you ever again. Thank you. And as he turned and saw no one there, and as Oliver thinking, one way or another, I'm gonna find the person who did this and make them pay. And as the flashback ends, with Oliver heading to Stephanie's room. Meanwhile, in Taylor's room, Taylor's lying in bed unconscious while Stephanie, Roman, and Corey are talking. You know, come to think of it, the last time I had a conversation with the dude, he told me he was doing a movie project with our mom. A movie project? Seriously? Is that his best take? I, for one, know what kind of game he's playing. He's trying to convince our mom to have me take him back, just so he can step up again. Honestly, as far as I'm concerned, he had his chance. I'm gonna be watching him very closely. Thank you, Corey. By the way, Roman, anybody new in your life? So far, not yet, but we'll see. I guess we will. Anyways, I told Allison we'd go on a late Thanksgiving dinner, so I gotta run. Corey, I am glad you're here for me. That's what Big Brother's for. Count on it. Also count on me. And as Corey turned and left, and Stephanie turns to Roman. What is it? Is there something going on between you and Max? Meanwhile, outside the Edgewood Studios in the parking lot, Crystal and Slater are talking, and as Crystal's iPhone beeps, and she got it, and saw it's a text from Lucas. Who is that? Not for you to worry about. And as Crystal began texting back. What should we do? And as Crystal finished texting and put her iPhone up, and as she turned and faced Slater. I want you to represent me as my lawyer. Seriously? That's your game plan? I don't know the first thing you can learn. Why can't you just create your own singing group and go against them? Because that, my friend, costs money. Come on. You can't seriously be worried about seeing that your family is rich. Okay, say if I do form this so-called band. What's in it for them? You surely ask a lot of questions. Alright, I do it. With your help. And as Crystal head to Slater's car. What are you doing? And as she turned and faced him. We're going for a ride. Meanwhile, at the Grand Baptist Church in the parking lot, Molly and Ethan are talking. We have nothing to say to each other. Yeah, we do. Now we all know about your dilemma with Sean, and what's that got to do with you? I know you're not pregnant, but I am very much. and I'm surprised you focus on me rather than Carly, who really needs you. That's why I'm talking to you, because you're gonna help me. And if I don't, oh you will, unless you want everyone to know that you cover up the murder of Ben Grimes. Meanwhile, inside at the sanctuary, as Lucy and Holden's weddings continues, everyone's looking at Jack along with Holden and Lucy. Lucy, you are making a big mistake. No, actually I'm not, Jack. Look, and it's Rachel, stand up. Just hear him out. Are you in on this, Mom? She had nothing to do with this. The fact of the matter is, I know about your pregnancy, and I'm the father. Really? And as Tracy came in from the balcony, and just what gave you that notion? And as Jack turned and saw Tracy, I should have known you'd be here. Dude, unless you've been paying attention, I'm Holden's mother. And as the guards came and grabbed Jack and let him out, this is far from over at all. Hey, and as the guards stopped and as Holden went to where Jack is, I'm not the bad guy here, Jack. The fact is, I love Lucy, and as Lucy came by her husband, that's not true, and you know it. You took advantage of her when I was gone by screwing your marriage just to give the media a story. Get him out of here. And as the guards led Jack away, and as he turned along with his wife, facing the congregation who's looking at them. Now that that madness is over, let us all head to the reception area. And as they all got up and began walking out, and as Carly came to a Lucy and Holdenness, you are far incredible. You are too. And as Nate, Thomas, Victoria, Sheldon, Samuel, Rachel, Vanessa, and Jeff came to where they are, I'm gonna be the first to welcome you to the Edgewood family, Holden, as long as you don't burn my daughter. Rest assured, Rachel, your daughter's in good hands with me. Well, congratulations to the both of you. Why don't we head to the reception area? And as they all turn and head out, but Nate got Carly. Do you have a minute? Yeah, I do. And as they wait till everyone walk out of the sanctuary, and as they turn and face each other, I think it's time you and I had a talk. I couldn't agree more, which is why I think it's best that we end things right now. And as their announcement shocked Carly and Nate. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in Jordan's office, Noah and Kristen are talking. I have to admit, I've been on edge ever since I got that text. I know, but we can't let that cloud objection here. I really hate that family for what they did to Helena Edgewood. All we gotta do is keep an eye on the Edgewoods, and we will. We just gotta keep Vanessa, Sheldon, and Melissa safe at school today. Meanwhile, in the control room area, as the killer disguised as a doctor got up and went and left the room. Meanwhile, in Taylor's room, Taylor's lying in bed unconscious while Stephanie and Roman are talking. What do you mean by that? Come on, I see the dramatic between you two. Clearly there might be something brewing in the making. Perhaps you're right. I know this might be a new experience for you, but I think it could be good for you. Besides, Max just came out to his family, which is the perfect time for you two to get to know each other. Maybe you're right. Anyways, I gotta head to school. How convenient. But I'll see you later. Alright, I love you. I love you too. And as they hug each other, just as Oliver knocked on the door, causes Stephanie and Roman to pull away from each other and turn and saw Oliver. I hope this is not a bad time. Actually, I was going, but I'll see you later. Alright. And as Roman went and left the room, and as Oliver came to Stephanie as, how is she? Hasn't moved at all. Thank you for coming. Have it any other way. I just want my mom to come back. She will. And as Oliver came and hugged Stephanie, and as he held her. Meanwhile, at the Applegate apartment and Ryder's apartment in the living room, Amber and Ryder are talking. Rest assured, I have no secrets to keep, including you and Taylor. Yeah, I know all. And as Ryder has a flashback of Taylor and him making love. And it's the flashback ends. Look, I already told you why I stand up for her. I'm only asking because I don't want her to interfere with our lives. You worry too much, as I should be. Look, I have to head to work, but we will finish this conversation. Will do, and his hammer went and left Ryder's flat. Just as Corey came in and closed the door, and Ryder saw him. Wow, just come on in. Did I make it quite clear for you to stay away from my family? Yeah, you did, yesterday. But let me guess, Stephanie and Roman told you something more about me. How cute and noble. Let me be more clear to you. I will end you if you go near my mom or anyone else in my family for the matter. Meanwhile, in Abby's apartment in the living room, Meredith and Abby are talking. Now, about you and Corey. Corey clearly wants to be with Allison. So you're just gonna give up on him? Really? Even if I were to get him, there's several factors that remain in place, like his parents, who clearly hate me. Well, lucky for you, it's not their call, now is it? Very well. As soon as you and Ricky tied a knot. Yeah, speaking of that, Ricky's on his way so we can discuss our wedding plans of when that might be. Look, I gotta go, but I want details, and I'll do the same. Thanks for coming. And as Meredith went and got her purse and her iPhone and went and left the flat. And as Abby got up and went and got her iPhone and called Ricky. Ricky, it's Abby. Yeah, I'm doing fine. Are you almost here? Good, because I need a small favor. Meanwhile, outside the Edgewood Studios in the parking lot by Slater's car, Crystal and Slater are talking. You really gotta think this through. You're not yourself, but I am. I'm gonna get back all that's been stolen from me. Is this about Faith taking up Lucas, who took you by the way? Lucas and I are soulmates, but more importantly, I had the perfect game, so she took it all. Suddenly, another car came and parked beside Slater's car, and Crystal and Slater saw, and as Slater looked at Crystal. Let me guess. That's him, isn't it? Get in your car and meet me at my house tomorrow afternoon, or when I text you. And as Lucas got his car, just as Slater went and got in his car and started off and drove it away. And as Crystal came to Lucas's. Well, I knew this game you're playing at right now, Crystal, is gonna stop right now. Meanwhile, at the Grand Baptist Church in the parking lot, Molly and Ethan are talking. Here's a bonus surprise. I'm not involved, plus you don't have proof. You really don't know, and I should care. Why? Because you lose everything as you know it. That goes for you too, for knowing and didn't say anything. What would you tell your precious Carly? Don't think for 1 second that this is over. Oh, it is indeed. Let me break it down to you so you can understand. I will win, or I would take you down with me. Case closed. Excuse me. And as Molly turned and walked away. Meanwhile, inside at the reception as Lucy and Holden's reception kick off, and as Vanessa texting Melissa. Just as Jeff came to where Vanessa is, and she saw him, and as she put her iPhone up, trying to see where Melissa is. She wants to stay home because the media might come here due to my new brother-in-law. Well, there is a lot of guards here. Hopefully, our wedding won't be that dramatic. Our wedding? Well, anything's possible, right? Yeah, it is. And as Vanessa has another flashback to her making out with Andrew, and as the flashback ends with Jeff sitting somewhere with Vanessa. You sure everything's alright? Meanwhile, Rachel and Samuel are talking. All we can do is wish them well. Yeah, you're right. And as Victoria and Thomas came to where Samuel and Rachel is, and they saw him. Look, I know I'm not exactly at the top of your list, but I was kind of hoping to get to know you both. And you will. And as Sheldon went past them to where Molly is. Who came in? Where the hell were you? I had to call my parents, and it took a while, so they, ladies and gentlemen, and as they all turned and saw Jeff and Vanessa. Here's the newly wedded couple, Lucy and Holden Grimes. And as Lucy and Holden came in, holding hands, with applause and cheering. Meanwhile, in the sanctuary, Carly and Nate are talking. Wow, it seems you and I are on the same page. Let me go first by saying, I love you for sure over the last few months, but honestly, I just can't keep doing this. Us sneaking around. I understand, no, I don't think you do. You and I have been hiding from our family and friends, and although I joined it first, you want us to go public, and I did as well, but I kept backing out. You had good reason, but we can't keep doing this. Someone's bound to find out about you and I don't want another scandal about us in the media. That's the last thing we both need at the moment. The reason why I'm ending this is because we need to move forward with our lives. So, we both agree on this. Yeah, I guess we do. So, now what? I guess this was bound to happen. The point of the matter is, I will always love you, and I want you to be happy, so take care. You too. And as they begin hugging each other, and as they pull away, and as Nate turned and walk away, just as Ethan came in and went to where Carly is, and she saw him, and as he said something wrong with Carly. Is everything alright? You know, that's the one thing I can count on. You're always here when I need you.